Okay, I'm good. So, hi there, people. Okay, so I got something for you today about particles. So basically, I made this whole little animation that what you just saw, basically. Except it doesn't have those fancy particles right now. And basically, this is a tutorial on how to add fancy particles, because you can see all the particles in that video that made it awesome. So yeah, by the way, this pipe thing is a schematic, just so you know. Yeah, so yeah, I did, this is totally off topic, but I did attempt some rays of light similar to like the kind of stuff that Keep on Chuckin' does, and I know I failed, so you don't even have to tell me or to say it or anything like that, because I know I failed, but I tried, and it's better than it would have been if I hadn't tried. So yeah. Anyway, this is going to basically show you how, a lot of ways how particles can make your animation a lot better. Okay, so basically, over here you've got, torch. But you see, in Minecraft, torches give off particles. So, you should do that. But of course, you could just use the lo-fi fire, and that's Minecrafty. But you could also go better than that. What you can do is, you can start out with smoke, since that's what's probably the most similar to what we're trying to do. And then, as you saw in that video that you just watched, that's basically what I'm about to do. So yeah, we're gonna put it like 10. Now you need to open the editor. You see in your library, you pick the particle creator, and you click open editor, and it brings up the whole editor. So basically, this smoke is not a smoke, but I'm not sure what it is. I know that we are going to leave the smoke, but we're going to duplicate it, and this is going to be something completely different. So first we have to spawn a cube, but we don't actually have to have it here, just in the library. Then, what we do, I accidentally closed the editor. Then what we do is we come to this, and we change it to pigs. No. We change it to the cubes. Oh, okay. Wait a sec. Okay, I'm back. I'm not sure why that crashed, but we're gonna try this again. So yeah. Whoa, okay, wrong particle creator. Okay, so basically, we need to spawn our cube again, because it seems like it left. So it might crash again, I'm not sure. But basically, we're gonna come up here, and we're gonna take this, and please don't crash, please don't crash, Buzz. Done. Crush. Oh, okay. Okay guys, so I now realize, I bet what could make it stop crashing is probably that it could. So yeah, I think I know. How about first, we just make it spawn 10 per minute. Wait, wrong one, oh my gosh. I keep picking the wrong particle editor. Okay, this one. How about we just make it spawn 100 per minute so it's not spawning very much. That way it doesn't spam cubes. I don't know if this is going to fix the problem. Let's see. Look, it fixed the problem. Okay, yeah, so, okay, no, that did not fix the problem. I have come to a conclusion. I'm going to use this circular thing instead. And maybe it's because I deleted it from here. I don't think that's it, but maybe it's because I deleted it from the 3D project. And I don't think that does anything, but just in case it happens to do something. Why not? Just do this. Okay, yeah, so now I'm gonna bring this way down, just like 100. Then we're gonna take this and hopefully, oh my gosh, okay, good. Now, you see we have random sizes of, well, not really random sizes, random grass blocks. But you see, we don't want them to be grass. So basically, let me test something. Mess around with this. Yeah, that really works best with a cube. Wonder why it's not working with cubes. Let me see about this. If I actually leave the cube in the project, is that what's making the difference? That could be what's making the difference. Now, I am so ready for this to crash right now, because I'm sure it could. But okay, let's see how this works. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on at all. Wait, what? No, oh my god. Okay, so basically I've come to a decision. For this tutorial, I'm going to have to use spheres instead. I prefer cubes. Hopefully cubes aren't going to crash for you, but if they do, I guess spheres are the second best. So yeah. It's funny because the library, like, shifts each time. Upside down and everything each time the project crashes. Oh, okay. Alright. Normally, that would work. So, I guess you'll just have to look up some other tutorial or something if you want to do it like that. For this tutorial, I'm just gonna have to use the boring, normal torch particles. Wah wah wah. Okay, so I'm just going to have to use the normal boring particles. Normal boring torch particles for this. I could use high fluffing. That's kind of strange. But I could totally do it, but I don't need to. So I'm gonna take this, make it 10. There you go. Okay, it works. Now you need to make sure, by the way, whether you do the boring normal torch particles or fancy stuff that kept crashing me for some reason, whatever you do, if it's like torches or any kind of fire, turn the brightness up. See? Yeah. So, then again, that means the smoke is bright, but what you gonna do? It works just fine. So, I'm just going to copy this and put it on oh yeah, right, in the random total anti-clutter folder. I'm gonna parent it to this torch, then I'm gonna duplicate it, and I'm gonna parent it to this torch. Random total anti-clutter folder. Okay, so now, why does this keep opening? Yeah, okay, so what we're gonna do is so that it's now we've got our particles for torches, which makes them look a lot better. And so basically, let's see. This part could use some particles. I think it would be fancy if the skeleton was rotting with like particles or something coming off of him. So I think we'll just take the smoke, and we're going to have to edit it a bit, but this is the closest to it, so. Which skeleton is it? It's this one, okay. Yeah, so, are you ready for this? Because we're gonna have to seriously edit this. Alright, so first we need to make it spawn a lot less. So, yeah. There you go. Then I think I want to make this more brownish. And then make this one also brownish. There we go, like sort of brownish particles coming from him. No, logically, skeletons that are rotting would not have smoke coming off of them, but I really don't care, and yeah, okay. So, since we just don't want it all spawning from this one spot, we want it spawning from his body as a whole. We click spawn in a region around creator, which basically makes it only spawn. Instead of spawning where the creator is, it spawns in this area. You can pick a sphere, or a cube, or a box. In the box you get to, like, change this. A cube, it's just, you know, that. And I think I'm gonna do sphere, and make the radius so that it's about his body. So that just about spawns on him. There you go. Fancy stuff, fancy stuff. Yeah, okay, so now, let's see. Wait, no. I think there could be particles right there when the bridge comes up. I think it should be kind of similar to, I would recommend, like, whatever you want the particles to look like, you should, like, just pick whatever looks closest to what you want in that list, because it'll give you the easiest time. That'll definitely give you the easiest time. So, what I want to do is I want to take this, and by the way, set it right there. And then, but I don't want it to just like explode right there. I want it to be less like boom. And I guess we could do that by spreading it out, which I want to do anyway. So it's a win-win. So I need the box. But first, I could just make it a cube and make it smaller. Oh, okay, no, that doesn't work. Alright, so yeah, basically, let me just do this. Basically, so yeah, it just spawns that. Probably like this. There you go. You see? Okay, it's still kind of prominent over there. So it's nice, it's good. There you go. And then, you see that looks a lot better. Even though you can barely see it from that specific camera angle. It's still good, it's good. And then, right about here, we can make water dripping out of that pipe using particles. Except for some reason cubes appear to be crashing me, so that won't go how I thought it would go. I'm not sure what I would have to use. Okay, so I would want to use like cubes, but since that probably won't work, I can use stationary water instead, I guess. Stationary water. There it is. Yeah, this is really not the best. Yeah, using a block like this would not be your best bet. Your best bet would be like, you know, cubes. But, well, what you can do? The cubes are crashing me for some reason. They don't ever do that, but they're doing that for some reason. So yeah, basically, I need to create a particle creator. It's probably similar to like the fountain of cakes. So I'm gonna parent this to the pipe. Now here's the tricky part, because you want to make it first come down through the pipe, then fall onto the floor, and then spread out across the floor, which actually requires 3 different particle creators. Yeah, I know. So, I'm sorry, this kind of stuff is hard, alright? This kind of stuff is really hard. Oh my gosh, that looks so goofy. Okay, so, first, you need to definitely scale it down to this. Then, you need to change its speed. Just take all the random off. What you need to do basically is... Gosh, that's strange. Let's just reset all of this. Wow, that's good. Yes, so you need to mess around with that. See which one exactly sets it down the pipe. You need it to go negative. About that fast. I guess, yeah. And then, that is so strange. That is so strange. Then you also need it to let it go down here. And then over here. There you go, now you've got water going through the pipe. But then it just keeps going like that, which is odd and strange. You want it to disappear here as soon as it gets off the pipe. So you want to use destroy particles at a time after spawn. So just try and make this, try and get this right so it disappears then. Oh man, there are no decimals. Okay, so because of the fact that there are no decimals, I will have to make that slightly smaller. And that also. And then that too. But then that a little more. Okay, so there you go. Yeah, that's good. So now, what you need to do is then you need to make another one. Wait, wrong thing. Pipe. Then you need to make another one and move it right down here. So yeah. Then, oh my gosh, wait. Actually, you need to spawn a whole new one, because then it would share the properties, which you don't want. So basically, but you can copy. So you can save it and then copy it. Okay, there you go. So that helps, because then that means you can just import it. Into this one. So then you need to open this editor and pull that out. It is not working. is random. Okay, I'm not sure what that is, but that button seems awfully useless then. We'll just have to do this the awfully hard way. Stationary water. You have to get rid of all this. And you could make it random. You could mess around with that. But for the sake of... wow, okay. But for the sake of, like, this tutorial, I'm just not gonna do that. However, I need to find the scale of this 0.2. So over here, the scale needs to be 0.3. No, 0.2. And I'm not sure what the heck that is doing there, but it needs to stop and go away. Now, basically it needs to spawn a lot less. How much does this one spawn? Oh, that one spawns 300. Okay, well, if you say so. Right, we need to make it, like, you know, go down. It's not going down. What is going on? That is so random. It's not going anywhere. I honestly couldn't tell you. Let's just spam our library with cake as we do this yet again. Yeah, this is gonna be a really long tutorial. Sorry about that, but it's just gonna be... Particles are hard, dude, so it's gonna have to be pretty long. It's just inevitable. Okay, so first off, after 1 second. Alright. So now, need to basically change that to 0.2. And change its kind to stationary water. Then we need to just get rid of that, get rid of that, and that, and that, and that. And set all those to 0. Well, okay, fine. I'll just leave it. Now, we need to set this. Yeah. Well, that must have been the problem. Leave these at 1 because apparently it can mess things up. So since they get destroyed after 1 second, need to make sure they hit the ground before that happens. Which they do, so that's good. So as you can see, it kind of looks like water is coming out of there and spilling into the ground. So yeah. Then we've got to do it all over again. And this one's gonna be different. because on this one they have to disappear, and I do not want them to just, you know, pop away. I want them to actually decrease in scale. Which will be interesting to try to do. So yeah, basically, we need to open this. And then we'll make the scale 0.2. Then we'll change it to stationary water. Okay, so yeah. Now let me clear these, because they're getting on my nerves. Basically, what we're gonna have to do we need to make it random for these, so it can go wherever. So it can go in both directions. 10 to 10 seems good. And if it's not good, we'll just change it, so yeah. Oh wait, but we don't need Y at all. It's not supposed to change in Y. Yeah, okay. Now, we need to come over here to scale change. See if we can make them get smaller. We make them get smaller too fast. That's too fast. There you go. Okay, that's got it. Now, I think they're gonna have to be 500 for this one. So there you go. Now you have water coming out of a pipe. Or something. Which makes it look a lot better, as you can see. That's pretty cool looking. Even though the camera barely focuses on it for much time at all, we can focus on it in this tutorial for a lot of time. Yeah, okay, so, let's just go on. And then you can see the Nine Pig has rainbow particles. Those are kind of simple, but let me just show them to you. Just because. You may or may not be interested in them. So basically, these particles I don't actually have their position change at all. As you can see here, yes, you have to make a lot of them. As you can see here, the position doesn't change at all, except the multiply, but if you have nothing in the initial or the add, multiply won't do anything. So you can see, they actually just, where they spawn is where they stay the whole time, so as long as he's moving, there you go, it's making a rainbow. Because otherwise, if you had it moving constantly in a single direction like this, it would not work, because then he'd be standing still like this with that going, which just doesn't work. So yeah. Then I have basically, you make before you do all the rainbow, you need to make one particle. I just start with the default. That's what I started with for these 9 pig particles. Just make the default. Make it spawn a lot more often. And you need to make it not move anywhere, like this. Make it just whatever color you need, just start with, it really doesn't matter. And then, once you've got that set up, duplicate it. And each time you duplicate it, make it, you know, a different color. So, yeah. That's basically what the 9pig is. The 9pig, a 9pig.object is actually going to be hidden in my newer version of my rig of myself, which I'm going to release soon, by the way. It's actually, there's gonna be this little Easter egg hidden in it. Also, some others. I'm gonna hide a lot of Easter eggs in it. So you should look for them. I mean, you saw me importing this in my last video called Random Thoughts that had no reason to exist, and honestly, probably shouldn't have, but you know, whatever, I felt like it, so I did. You saw me import this in that one, so yeah, I guess you know where to go once I make it public. So there you go, you can see how the particles made it just generally a lot better. And yeah, as you can see, I have a whole lot of random lights and particle creators in here right now. So much so that I can just stand here, don't have the animation going, don't have anything going, just the shaders, and it just doesn't work. So yeah. There you go. So, I guess that is it. So yeah, KBAI!